Hi, guys. Welcome to tonight's Tablescape. Today's Tuesday, and one of the things that I had on my 2026 bucket list is to think outside the box and do more, research more. So, tonight I have something special for you. I have an inspired look. And let me open up the camera. All right. I have an inspired look by HGTV. Now get the look. I don't know if you have seen this section in the HGTV magazine. And this is the winter issue. Yeah. And this inspiration is on the cover of this winter magazine. And when you turn and research it a little bit more, you find Now Get the Look. So my tablescape is HGTV inspired. Now Get the Look tablescape. The wallpaper, the chandelier, the drawer pull, the Dutch oven, the chair, the rug, the floor, the vase or pitcher, and the board. Oh, and the nab. All right. So I want you to take a look at it and the colors. And now I'm going to go over what I have done and how I have implemented Now Get the Look into my dining room tonight. Okay. So I was inspired by Now Get the Look, and I have been for years watching it, reading it, sorry. But tonight I get to kind of live out my dream, to see how I can implement that look similar to what they have done. All right. So tonight, my tablecloth, this beautiful beige background with these gorgeous light blue roses with bows. I love this really so much. And I think it's in reminiscent of that wallpaper that's on the ceiling or the wall. I think the ceiling. All right. And then um, my gold. My gold is my beaded placemat, right? And I'm going to show you my entire look for the table. And I wanted to put this texture in there just to implement or add something new to the Now Get the Look, a surprise. I like to have a surprise. But my motto is when I'm doing my tablescape is to layer the look, right? I love this plate. It's from Strawberry Street. It's a beautiful white plate with a rib edge. And look, I found a matching salad plate to go with the tablecloth. How wonderful. And then I topped it off with this shimmery white napkin. and I add a beaded napkin ring just to complete the look. And in my utensil, I have chosen natural with silver, which is really pretty. And then my glassware, I have a drinking glass and a wine glass that my guests could enjoy their drink of choice in. And then I'm going to go over to the center. So in that look, they had a cutting board, um, a nice long cutting board. So what I did was I have done this before where I took 3 pieces of wood and do a runner on this table. And what I did with the centerpiece, I kind of put it like, if you're crossing a river and the stream is underneath and then there's a plank over, kind of like that, just to give it a unique look. um so I thought that is in reminiscent of the cutting board and the gorgeous check floor. Look, I found these beautiful check candle holder. And then I added some shimmery vase in silver in reminiscent of my charger. And the chain chandelier, um, I have I had something else in mind, how to implement a chain in this design. And what I've done is I fill this with moss, and then I add a piece of chain to it. I thought that's cute. And this is a drinking glass that I added a candle to. And then I found these candles and candle holder that is in reminiscent of the charger as well. And then I go here in the middle, and in that look, they had the um the picture, the white, it's a little bit smaller, but I had this, and what I did was I just throw some chain over it in reminiscent of the chandelier because mine is this. All right. And then I add green sprig to it. Not much. I want it to be simple because I throw those chains over it. And then here, this vase is navy on the bottom, and it comes up to a silver on top. And again, I fill it up with moss and add the chain to match the other one. And I did the same thing down here. And the chair in the look, when I look in the kitchen, there was one chair, wooden chair at the side. And look, I found these really cute chairs that I had. And I had displayed them in my cabinet. And I'm like, let me take them out and display them. So I have one on this end and the other on that end. And I thought it's real pretty. Everything came out. And then I add these. These are Christmas ornament just for delights. I love to, go the extra mile and add something um, that I like on there. And I want to go over here because this is real cute. So I also had this small chair And this one I could put a plant, a little plant. And I said, what an extension to this. So the Dutch oven is almost the same color as this, and I wanted something unique, and I found this vase that has 7 holes or opening or heads, and I fill it with greenery because it's still winter, and I thought it looks really good. And I add the little chair and a plant there. And this picture, I changed what was here and I added this. I think this matches the table and the chairs really well. Let me show you. I don't know why that light is in there, but I want to show you. This room is weird sometimes. Um, and then I have these candle holders. These are from Party Light. And they are really beautiful. And I thought they add an essence of that fire that I would have in here. And they almost collate, if you look at this, to that side. And I wanted to add something in reminiscent of the chandelier. And this is a gorgeous bowl full of apples. And I, of course, put a couple of napkins. So if one wants one, they grab one and a napkin. And the rest of the room goes like this. It's a collection of clocks and plates. And what I did was, of course, I had bought Jonathan and Drew book, and I displayed here. And I also bought this one not recently. I When this came out, I got it, and I got this later after it came out, but shortly. Just to support. And here you go, nice white plates. I changed this cabinet over to reflect my white collection. And again, I have my clock collection on this side. And I changed the curtains to reflect that rug that they had, just a different version of it with this blue rope. I thought that looks really nice, and I kind of roped them up together so it really frames the window and not cover the window, because I love this bay window. And I have one picture that also inspired me. Ooh, all right, all that jazz. I have one picture that inspired me for to do the look is this with the now it's gonna fall, with the burgundy background. I thought that's beautiful. That's a beautiful bouquet of almost all the blooms in the garden, and of course butterflies. And I thought that was just well done. It just depicts summer at its best when you can go out and get some blooms. So very nice. And then I added this stand with my burgundy collection, so I can have some burgundy. But what I did was I started the year with burgundy. And I go from there with different tones. I try to keep at least um, one of the colors that I started with, in order to keep that motivation throughout the year. Um, and then I have this side table here with snacks. I have some leftover Halloween cookies, and I put out these Halloween um, mats so we could get some tea from this area and grab a cookie or two. Okay. Okay, guys. Usually I'm talking, reminiscing of everything. But when I first become a fan of HGTV was more than 25 years ago. And I watch it off and on ever since. And I'm one of the subscriber of their magazine, and I love what they do. I love all the interior designers work. And I haven't really seen a lot of them lately since COVID, but I have to get back in tune with the whole thing. But I do get the magazine and I go through it to see new designers and new ideas and things like that. So I hope you like it as I do. Um, Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, remember to plant a seed and watch it grow. And I now get on YouTube Live every day, and I talk about something in reminiscence of what I found. And my motto is be kind, love your neighbors, and check on your elderly. Peace.